Hey Scorpio, and welcome back to my channel. This is the Flourishing Mystic, and I'm back with a reading. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Let's see what your spirit guides have for you at this particular time, Scorpio. We got the Eight of Swords and the Moon card. By the way, happy Scorpio season and happy birthday to any Scorpios out there born in the month of November. My beautiful son is a Scorpio and he's a November Scorpio. Anyhow, the Eight of Swords and the Moon card are strong energies that I feel coming through for you at this time. Some of you are struggling through some sort of identity issue, or feeling like you're not good enough, or you're not strong enough, or you're not equipped enough in some way. But I'm seeing this is all mental with the Eight of Swords and the Moon card. Don't allow this to trick you into believing that you're not good enough or worthy enough. Eight of Swords often comes up when we doubt ourselves. We doubt our potential. We think we're not the right person for the job, and then we don't get the job in the end. Eight of Swords comes up when we're in a phase of self-sabotage and we hold ourselves back from opportunities. So the Moon card tells me this is just a phase. This is temporary. And viewing it as such can help you transition out of this energy. This does not have to last. Your life doesn't stop here or end here. There's so much more to discover, and there's so much more you are meant to be a participant of. Let's get more cards for our beautiful Scorpios. Also, one more thing, the Eight of Swords and the Moon is a hidden energy. Where are you hiding in life? Where are you hiding your talents? I'm sensing some of you are just sitting on talent. You're sitting on a gift and you're not using it. You're not using it. It's not helping anyone or yourself, because you're kind of keeping something to yourself. You're keeping it hidden behind closed doors. Let's get more cards here for Scorpio. Eight of Pentacles. Interesting how there's double eights. The 8th of this month could be a very special date for you. So Eight of Pentacles says, get to work. You have this talent. Why are you holding yourself back? Notice how the Eight of Pentacles, it's in the light, it's in the sunshine, around fertile energy. I sense that if you get to work on a project that is meaningful to you, the results are going to sort of, exceed your expectations. What you put out into the world, Six of Pentacles, it will be returned to you. That's the natural law of life, of karma. What you put out, the good you put out will be returned to you tenfold. So let me get a compassionate message here, because I feel like there's some tough love coming from your spirit guides. So you could also feel that November, you feel a lot of tough love from your spirit guides or some sort of mentor around you. But it could be exactly what you need. It could be exactly what you need at this time to come out of some sort of creative block or lull, or just even some type of mental fog. Let's get more cards for Scorpio. Expand on this reading, beloved spirit. Expand. The Hermit. Okay. For some of you, all you want to do is go into your hermit mode. Isolate yourself. Disconnect from the world, and sometimes it is called for. There are phases of our journey where this is absolutely called for. We do need times where we need to press pause, where we need to introspect, where we need to reevaluate. Hermit is linked with Virgo energy. So Virgo is very meticulous. You may feel like you need to go to the drawing board somewhere. However, with that Eight of Pentacles, there is still this need to show up somewhere in your life. Show up to the tasks at hand. Now that tells me some of you could have felt really debilitated lately, maybe just exhausted. So Eight of Pentacles is like, okay, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. That's all I can do. Maybe focus on the here and now. What can I conquer in this moment? What can I do in this moment that's going to help it be a little easier in my future? Instead of just having a pile of things to do, wait for me, on the back burner that I'll still have to attend to no matter what. These things, it's like a hamster wheel. The jobs, the tasks, the duties, the responsibilities, they never end. So some of you could even be overwhelmed by that, but the answer is sort of just look at it as one thing at a time. Like, I can only do one thing at a time. So what's most important? Cross that off the list, go on to the next one. And it doesn't all have to be done in one day if you feel like you can't. So there's something about scheduling here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit card. Scheduling yourself in such a way where you're not overwhelmed or feeling like this is way too much on my plate. Maybe take on a little less. One more card for Scorpio. The Ten of Wands, that's that exhaustion where you feel like you're burnt out. Okay, you're burnt out even physically. Okay. When you are feeling burnt out, it means you are taking on too much. It means that responsibilities are placed upon you. There's so many demands. Okay. We need a solution here, Spirit Guides. I know I offered one already, but if you have any more solutions or guidance for beautiful Scorpios who are feeling overwhelmed and burdened at this time, what's the solution or answer or outcome here? We have, wow. Interesting. We have the Sun card and the Three of Swords. This could be an energy of burnout as well. So they're just basically telling me that maybe you need to honor what you're feeling right now. Like maybe you truly need to respect the process. The thing about the world we live in is we still have to attend to certain things. So I feel like you may need to make a priority list. What's at the top of the list? What really needs to get done? The stuff that doesn't really need to get done in this moment or today, that can be left for another time. I sense that if you need to rest and rejuvenate, that's also important because that's also linked to your creative gift. If you're overworked and you're burdened and you feel like you haven't caught a break because there's all these mundane tasks on your shoulders that are unrelated to tapping into your gifts and talents, I'm seeing that maybe that's a reason why you haven't even been able to. You're like, yeah, I'm gifted here. Yes, I'm creative. Yes, I have these plans to do X, Y, Z, but I haven't had the time. Some of you, that's what you're trying to tell me. You didn't, it's funny because the Eight of Swords, it's like a person who can't even express it. They can't even express it. That's why it was like hard to pick up on. You haven't had the time, beloved Scorpio. I feel my heart goes out to you because I know this all too well. Navigating so many tasks, wearing so many different hats. This is not easy. So going back to the basics, drawing upon that Virgo energy of time management, of to-do lists, not overwhelming yourself, but just trying to make it a little bit easier on yourself. Where can you delegate tasks? If you're a parent, if you're an employee or boss, where can you start delegating more? where not all of the burden and responsibilities on just your shoulders alone. Ask. There is this message to ask. Ask others for help if you need to. Let's get some angel therapy messages for you, Scorpio. What do Scorpios need to hear right now for their highest good? We have, be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. So sometimes we even need to forgive others for not even knowing. Some people don't know what you're going through. You may not have had the words to express to others, like, I am really faced with so many demands from so many areas of your life. You may need to forgive. Sometimes that can build up resentment. Like, how do they not see that I'm going through this? In some cases, some of you feel invisible in what you are going through. So you may need to forgive yourself, others for not seeing, and attempt to ask more. Ask more from the universe. Ask for more divine guidance, support, the right people, teachers, help, aid to show up. Because it feels like you're just taking it all on alone. And that's not the answer at this time. The answer is to call upon for more support. I'm hearing, put your order in. Put your order in with the universe. Ask God. There's that passage, with God all things are possible. With God or your higher spirit or the, infinite source, your creator, whatever you choose to label it as, things will get done. Trying to do it all on your own without that spiritual component is burdensome. Also ask of others as well, because I see with these cards here, you're going at it alone. You're doing everything for maybe everybody, or you're even taking on more that help alleviate other people's stress. But what about your own? So who are the people? Sometimes there's appropriate people who need to take on more responsibility. Is it a spouse? Is it a partner? Is it your older children? Is it other employees where you work? Something like that, okay? Anything else for Scorpio here? For their highest good, what would you have our beautiful Scorpios know and hear at this time? If you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. Now, this is interesting and ties in with the first downloads that I was getting for you, Scorpios. The Scorpios here who have been sitting on a talent and just simply too nervous to put it out there, too nervous to put yourself out there in a way where you'll actually be seen, where your authentic expression will be seen and heard and witnessed. For you Scorpios who are not necessarily burdened the way the rest of this reading kind of flowed, if that part doesn't resonate with you, focusing on the service component, focusing on the gift, cultivating it, expanding it, growing upon it, as opposed to just thinking what would others think of you or how would they view you if you put yourself out there in such a way. Okay. Another message for Scorpio that I'm getting is you need more fun and creativity in your life. You actually need creative space and time for yourself, because I feel like the demands of the everyday world and pressures have taken a toll on you, but they've also taken over. It's like you haven't carved out time or space for your creativity to just flow, to do something just for the sake of doing it because it's enjoyable. There's this strong message that if you carve out more time and space for the things you enjoy, It'll help make getting to those other things easier because you're coming from a place of enjoyment as well. Life is not all work. There's some play here as well. Okay, you need more play. Bonus message for Scorpio. Bonus message for Scorpio. We have grace. Grace, blessing, come to me. Come to me and set me free. I got chills for you, Scorpio. Some of you really needed this message, at least one person here. And I'm so happy to be able to channel it. Like, I see grace coming in. You haven't had it easy recently, Eight of Swords. Grace is going to be literally the unwrapping and untying yourself from either extra burdens that you don't need. I see grace coming in to alleviate some of the pressures you may be feeling and facing right now. Grace comes in at the right time for you, Scorpio. And I feel like the next time I come back and do a reading for you, I feel like the energies will shift. They have to. Connecting to your source of inspiration, drawing from it every day, not just once in a while, not just when you have time, carving out time for your spirituality, as well as creativity and play are sort of the remedies I see for you at this particular time of your life. Come back to me in a little while of doing this every day and tell me how it's going for you, because I sense there's going to be a major shift. After prioritizing the things in life that also provide you meaning, not just the things in life that you have to do. So this is the message I have for you today. If you enjoyed this reading, or more importantly, if you got something from it, if it was hopeful, inspiring in some way, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, as I'll be back with more readings. Stay tuned for your mid-November reading, but I also have a November 2023 reading out. So feel free to check it out, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care, Scorpio.